I'm John Beaudin from Rockstars Music. As a lot of you have heard, we lost today Alan White of Yes. He was 72 years old, died at his home in Seattle, Washington. I think it was about 2 years ago where I talked to Alan on the phone for a real memorable interview. He was such a nice fellow. By the way, if you want to see the entire interview, it is on our sister channel right now, Rock History Book. There'll be links in the description of this video. Seems appropriate today to bring back that interview. Here's part one where Alan talks about working with John Lennon.
Were you nervous when you first played with John Lennon? I mean, I ask a lot of musicians about being starstruck, and I would think that you might have been a little bit because I know you were a big Beatles fan.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really. I mean, I was very surprised when he called me up, and in fact, I thought it was a friend who was playing a joke with me, and I put the phone down on him, but he did call back 10 minutes later and said, no, it's really me, to which I fell off my stool. And then he said, do you want to play a show tomorrow? You need somebody like you. I saw you play in a club the other night. And I said, sure. And he sent a limo the next morning, and there I was, Heathrow Airport. And Yoko and Klaus Fulman. And then out of the bathroom walks Eric Clapton, and he said, oh, by the way, Eric Clapton's playing guitar. And that was a little shocking, but I was pretty young age when I did that, so I just thought it was my next step in my career and didn't make too much out of it. But only years later, I realized, what achievement it had been making Imagine. And I went, well, at the time I was just getting on with it.
When you were recording like Tales of Topographic Ocean, for instance, that was your first studio album. That is such an ambitious, they're all ambitious projects, but that is, to me, when you get like a song per side and it's a double album, was that an exhausting process for you? Because that was your first foray with the band recording an actual studio album. How was that for you?
Well, a studio album, Topographic, the first album was Yes Songs, of course.
Yes.
But the first studio album was Topographic, and, well, we rehearsed for that album for 6 months in a place called Manticore, which was owned by ELP. It was a rehearsal studio, and we spent a lot of time on detail on the different parts of that music, so it took about 3 months to record everything. So it was almost a year-long process to do that album. Yeah, well, it's taken a long time. The band's been working really hard for so many years, and it feels really good to achieve the 50-year mark, of which I've been in the band 46 years. So, and, when the band first started, who would have ever known any band would have gone on this long? So, I'm sure people like the Rolling Stones and different bands like that, you look around at each other and go, wow, we made it this far?
Yeah.
A lot of bands last about a year, and then they are no more. Yeah.
Remember, if you want to see the entire interview, the link is in the description of this video. May he rest in peace. I'm John Beaudin from Rockstars Music.